Frank Anderson, our referee here tonight. He's got tons of World Cup experience. He blows his whistle, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. That one skipping up off of Ingrid Falls, and UCLA will take possession in their own end here in the first 10 seconds. Falls had an assist as Northwestern knocked off Vanderbilt on Friday night to get into this match. Falls assisting on the first goal for Northwestern. That was scored by Josie Alessino, the team's top goal scorer. And then was Bridget Mitchell off the bench who had the eventual game winner. And there is Alessino helping switch field. Northwestern starting with a 3 in the back look here to start, with Austin in the middle, swinging it out wide now for Haas. Northwestern went with a 4-player back line on Friday, but shifting things a little bit here tonight. UCLA as well, shifting things with a 3-player back line of their own. Jaden Perry there in the middle, flanked by Lily Reel on the left, who's got the ball now, and Brianne Riley playing on the right. They'll stay with the Bruins. So UCLA's usual outside backs in Madeline Desiano and Quincy McMahon now being given a little more space to work up the field there on the outside. This one comes back to Austin, senior out of Jenison, Michigan, and a third-team All-Big Ten selection. And it's given into Ali Lemos, freshman, has started every match for UCLA. All Pac-12 third-team selection and named to the All-Conference freshman team. Here is Alessino, leads Northwestern in just about every offensive department. 9 goals, 10 assists, and 28 points. 3 total points coming on Friday night for Alessino as she assisted on the game winner for Bridget Mitchell. Raylan Turner on a press here against Haas, wins it away. And Haas does well to get back on the ball. Looking for Falls, who's doubled up. And a foul is called as Falls got knocked down there on the near touchline. Good recovery for Ella Haas after Raylan Turner snuck up on her. There's a turn for Arandel Carmen, one of a couple California natives on this Northwestern team. She's from Gilroy, a bit south of San Jose. Alessino getting the pass off to Regazzoni and swung out wide for Falls. Marked by Desiano, quickly given back to Regazzoni. Northwestern pushing UCLA back a bit. And Desiano slides forward for the dispossession against Bodie. Nearly gave it back for Bodie, who's now limping a little bit. Like she might have banged knees, and she's trying to walk it out behind the play. Meanwhile, Northwestern regathers, and there's Bodie on the turn, and she still isn't running very well. A noticeable limp. She's got that wrap around her right thigh as the Wildcats switch field. A step in there for Quincy McMahon, first team All Pac-12. Got by 2, but couldn't get by the third and Alessino, and Northwestern's back on the ball. Wildcats having one of the best years in program history. A win tonight would be a program record 17th win and also put them in the Elite 8 for the first time ever. Their third time reaching the Sweet 16. And their first time in this third round since 2016. Lauren Brisky, a quick touch there. She had to make quite a few tough saves in that match against UCF on Friday. Trying to free up Raylan Turner, but Austin is back. Doucette on the throw-in. And here's Fontes dribbling it down. Fontes, leading run for Desiano. Stays with the play. It's deflected, and it's in. UCLA with the early goal. 1-0 Bruins. It was Fontes getting it out wide for Desiano and put it in front. And Raylan Turner coming in on the weak side. Let's see if we can get another look and see if that was Turner that ultimately put it in or if it went off a Wildcat. Desiano staying with the play. Turner putting her finger in the air as the Bruins get on the board first. And they do give credit there to Raylan Turner for the goal. Desiano and Fontes get credits for the assist, just getting her toe in there. So for Turner, that is her 10th goal of the season. That matches Fontes for the team lead. Well, the Bruins getting that early goal. They have had a knack for it throughout the season. And we saw it in their first round matchup against Northern Arizona, in which they scored twice in the first 8 minutes. Winner of this one faces Virginia in the Elite Eight. McMahon, the long run. Keeps it in play, works it back for Lexi Wright, and Rabin knocks it down and keeps it in play. Mia Rabin, the graduate transfer from Wake Forest, was predominantly the backup for the Demon Deacons, splitting time with Riley Fitzpatrick. And then Fitzpatrick got hurt and Rabin took the reins, and she's been great this year, 10-4-1. And the save percentage at 82%. Desiano's cross, lifting wide right. Goal kick to Rabin here in the 8th. Riley missing, but backed up by Jaden Perry. Riley getting her second start in the last month or so. Here's Mary Carmen Reyes, member of the Mexican national team, and leads Raylan Turner. A lot this year, Northwestern has been the team scoring early goals. Will have to overcome an early one for UCLA tonight. Give it right to Ali Lemos. Fontes bangs it forward, out of the reach of Lexi Wright. Giving out wide and a quick touch for Lily Gilbertson. And they find Falls in space. Northwestern finishing second in the Big Ten. UCLA second in the Pac-12. Brisky will wait for Alicino to come towards her before picking it up. Lauren Brisky averaging half a goal allowed per game on the season. Led the conference in that mark. 7 shutouts and 5 combined shutouts this year. And an 18-2-1 record. Regazzoni with some good footwork there, wrestling with Turner, who's hit with the foul. Turner trying to get around Regazzoni, was impeded. And the free kick to the Bruins. Down the right sideline, and Desiano will volley it down for herself. That assist earlier for Desiano, number 6 on the year. Northwestern's 7th time in the NCAA tournament, and in their first since 2018, their highest seed in program history as the 4 seed in this quadrant. And quite a long stretch between tournament berths, going from 98 to 2016 without reach of the tournament, and then they started to really put things together under Michael Moynihan. Moynihan in his 11th season. Reyes too hard on the dribble. She was looking upfield, didn't see Falls coming over. And this one sent into the seats, staying with the Wildcats. Northwestern was ranked in the top 10 for much of the year. Had that 13-game unbeaten streak running from August 25th. And it was stopped on October 16th against the eventual Big Ten champions of the regular season in Michigan State. Wildcats with that unbeaten run, though, getting as high as number 5 in the country. Settled at number 12 entering this tournament. Here's Alessino, quickly having to get the ball away. She felt Fontes behind her, and this will get off the end line. And a corner awarded. So Northwestern will have the first corner kick of the match. It's Alessino down in the corner. And here is the race for it. That one getting off. Meanwhile, the corner clears the box. Lappy over there. And along the goal line, it finds Lily Reel, who clears it out. Both teams have reorganized. UCLA starting to press. Northwestern staying ahead of it. Haas forced to work it back to Danica Austin, who has started all but one game in her Northwestern career. This is start number 70 for her. Gilbertson to Falls on the volley, and Brisky's got it. Frank Anderson says no foul as Falls came charging in. Great service ball from Gilbertson. And the bump from Desiano coming after the volley attempt anyway. A good chance for Northwestern, looking to equalize. 1-0 UCLA, the goal from Raylan Turner in the 6th. Third all-time meeting between these two sides. Mentioned the last time they met in 2017. They also played each other back in 2010. That was a neutral site regular season game played in Madison, Wisconsin. Northwestern won that one 2-1. Turner clearing the bar. So this, of course, going to be a future Big Ten Conference matchup in a couple of years. Raylan Turner bidding for her second, looking to go upper left there. Turner, a three-time all-conference pick in the Pac-12, second in the nation with 6 game-winning goals on the season. Lexi Wright got a foot in there. Turner trying to return it to her. And Alessino comes back. Gives her right back up. Riley curving it around Del Carmen to find Real. She clinched the shootout for UCLA on Friday night. UCF could not convert a PK in that shootout. A save by Lauren Brisky. Then the Knights caught the crossbar and the post. And UCLA made their first 3 to end the shootout rather unceremoniously. Lily Real clinched it after Fontes and Perry buried theirs. Here's Alessino. UCLA racing back defensively. Looking out there towards Gilbertson. McMahon a touch. And then trips up Rowan Lappy. Free kick for Northwestern. And that's a clean foul against McMahon there. Got that left foot first as Lappy had taken possession. Alessino behind the ball. Got Lappy to her left, but she's thinking penalty area, and Brisky will take it straight out of the air. Del Carmen and Regazzoni, the closest ones there, but it was right in between the two of them, an easy snag for Brisky. Shots are 3-zip to UCLA so far. Northwestern has had established possession here in these first 17.5 minutes. Here's Haas, who's had a breakout year offensively with 4 goals, 7 assists. Usually she's playing a bit more up on the wing, but they're asking her to play back a little bit more with this 3-player back line that Northwestern has run out tonight. Gilbertson taking on McMahon. Tracking. Turning. And that one's off for a goal kick. Now, Lauren Brisky nearing the end of her UCLA career, a 6th-year super senior. Was a Pac-12 goalkeeper of the year back in 2020. Stellar numbers again last season, and she has done even better this year. Hard to believe, the goals against average a few percentage points higher. She has started every match this season for UCLA and hoping to take them on a deep run here in this NCAA tournament. UCLA in search of their 2nd national championship. The only other one coming back in 2013. A flick there from Lappy. And the volley from Riley put out of play. Northwestern scored 2 goals per game. That was the 4th best mark in the Big Ten this year. Bring it over to Haas. And Falls bending. This one headed towards the middle. Alessino got a hand on it. Or got a head on it, excuse me, and then a potential hand. Riley's hand out a little bit and nearly had a handball call. Another service ball. This one volleyed. Brisky makes the save. Gilbertson coming in on the backside. And Brisky got there at the last possible moment. Back-to-back great chances for Northwestern, but they're turned away. Gilbertson, beautifully placed volley, just beaten by the keeper. Northwestern scored 44 goals this year. That's the most in Michael Moynihan's 11 years. UCLA content to let this Northwestern back line possess here in midfield. And now Raylan Turner gives chase, sliding in on Austin. That's going to force Doucette to scamper back. Lappy wants to switch it. Leading ball over here for Haas, who's able to keep it in play right in front of her coaches. Bodie works it back to Haas. Low pass curves right into Fontes. Riley along the right sideline, and that'll get off. Time is going to be stopped here as we've got Lappy a little bit shaken up. She was down on a knee. She's going to have to get looked at by the trainer. And Lappy, a very important part of this Northwestern team. She's playing center back the other night, back to her natural holding mid spot here tonight. So she will have to check out, and Bridget Mitchell will come on. And for UCLA, Allie Cook enters. Brianne Riley checking out. Looks like UCLA is shifting back to their more typical 4-player back line after starting with 3. Del Carmen is fouled by Desiano. Little grab there, getting the whistle from Frank Anderson. A free kick right in front of the Northwestern sideline. And just a little grab, Desiano letting the hands go. Past the midway point of this first half, here's Alessino's service ball, deflected by Reel right to Brisky, who tracks it down. Lauren Brisky out of San Clemente. Her and Madeline Desiano played soccer together for a long, long time, going back to club years when they were young kids. Brisky 1 year older than Desiano, and they're set to finish their UCLA careers here together this season. Couple of sophomores at center back. Perry going across to Reel. And the pass intended for Wright was cut off by Doucette, but now it's regathered by Fontes. Slips by Turner and relayed to Mia Rabin. Had a lot coming her way in the first 10 or so minutes of this one. And that was her first touch in some time. Temperature's pretty comfortable here tonight in the mid-60s. No wind to speak of. And on Friday for the second round matches, there was some moisture in the air, led to the field being moderately slick by this time of the night, but it is drier today. We are not seeing the slipping that we were seeing the other night. There's Mitchell, dispossessed. Lexi Wright gets a foot in there, and UCLA looks to break out. Fontes picks it up in stride, through the middle. Raylan Turner on the ball, blocked by Rabin. Allie Cook comes in. Cook sliding down, can't put it on frame. It will roll off, and a throw into Northwestern. UCLA quickly building up. And Mia Rabin, credit her. She came out aggressive against Raylan Turner. Off the left arm there for Rabin, taking away all that space. That is a heady play by an experienced goalkeeper. Rabin, second team All Big Ten this year. Had 4 saves in the second round against Vanderbilt. Picked up save number 2 of this match.
Be on the attack, sis. Come on.
Alessino looking forward.
Let's go.
Perry got a foot in there, and Reyes is on it.
Get in there, sis. Come on.
UCLA not finding anything here on the right side of the formation. They look to go left. Reel knocked it forward, but off of Mitchell. And Mitchell gets a left foot in there against McMahon. Takes it away. Del Carmen quickly sets it up for Alessino. Looks like she wants to switch it out to the left side for the Wildcats. Haas forward for Bodie. Ali Limo steps in front. That pass intended for Alessino. And the Bruins holding mid will not push forward. 28th minute, 1-0 UCLA. And this final Sweet 16 match of the weekend. Winner will face Virginia in the quarterfinal round. If UCLA wins, it'll be here next Saturday. If Northwestern wins, they would have to travel to Virginia. Cavaliers were the 3 seed in this quadrant, knocking off second-seeded Penn State on the Nittany Lions home field today. Turner sweeping it across the field, and Lexi Wright giving chase, but won't get there as she is shielded away by Gilbertson. Fontes closing in on Austin, who gets the pass away. Bodie, an elevated ball, calmly settled down by Falls. Turner catching up. Falls got the pass away. Lily Reel stepping in front. Del Carmen was coming down the middle of the field, and Reel sending it forward wide left for Lexi Wright. Allie Cook on the inside, and Wright tried to center it, but it was well behind Cook. The two forwards for UCLA pushing up the field after Real made the long run. Now the Wildcats coming back. Alessino.
Two-man, two!
Gilbertson. The cross taken by Brisky. Will be interesting to see tonight if stamina comes into play at all, especially for Northwestern. They had a pretty tight bench the other night, only utilized 3 substitutions. And we're playing on Friday and Sunday this weekend, and the typical rotation on a given weekend in conference play is Thursday, Sunday. So one less day, just a one off day than teams typically have throughout the course of the season. Looking for Bodie, and Brisky is along the end line, but that'll be a corner. Ball kind of hopped up on her a little bit. Northwestern, who really didn't have many players coming forward, is gifted a corner here in the 30th. Here is Alessino placing it down. Second corner kick of the match for the Wildcats. Del Carmen is along the goal line, but it's rolled out for Doucette. Her service ball towards the 6, headed by Turner, and she's on after it, and will keep it from generating another corner and force the throw. This one bouncing up on right. Couldn't settle it down cleanly. Del Carmen's got it in the middle of 3 blue jerseys. Gets it away for Alessino. Third-year starter for the Wildcats is Alessino, as she's led them offensively the last 2 seasons. Bodie can't make the turn, forced to give it right back to Haas, who goes through the legs of Lemos, back to Bodie, ran out of room. This one spiked off, last touch by Mitchell. We will get subs for both teams. Bridget Marin Valencia coming on for Raylan Turner for UCLA. And for Northwestern, they're getting Emma Phillips back as she replaces Ingrid Falls. Also for UCLA, Sophia Cook is on for Lexi Wright. So UCLA has made a few changes in this match, getting a couple different forwards up top, and also a new winger in Marin Valencia. And Phillips is back at center back, and Sophia Cook, the freshman, fresh onto the field, racing against her, but unable to keep it in play. Now, Emma Phillips missed the last 2 matches as she collects the ball here in the corner. She has been one of their center backs alongside Austin for much of the season. And the Wildcats are down, at least for the rest of this half, another key defensive player in Rowan Lappy, who had to leave due to injury. She's not able to re-enter, if she can, until the second half. Del Carmen with the foul. UCLA spent 9 straight weeks this year ranked number 1. As Del Carmen just caught the right foot of Ali Lemos. Wildcats rotated forward, and it ultimately finds Perry. Real looking upfield. Reyes works it backwards. Backed up by Doucette. Operating on the left side now on the back line. Wildcats trying to build up, but real aggressive, stepping in front of Mitchell. Cook taking a tumble, going against Phillips. Nothing doing, says Frank Anderson. And a dangerous play there as Perry leaned in with the head and then collided with Mitchell. And the trainer will be called for a potential head injury, so Anderson will stop play here. You can kind of see that coming in as Perry went down with her head to lean into that one.
About a card, ref.
So the foul going against Mitchell. And possession staying with UCLA. So Perry talks with trainer Nicole Briones real quick, and she'll be allowed to re-enter right as this ball is put back in play. And there's a sequence again. And glad it wasn't any more than that for Perry as Desiano forces it off. Haas drops it in for Mitchell. Given right away, looking for Del Carmen. And Desiano content to just clear it out. Cook trying to make the turn. Phillips not giving her room and got a foot in there. Now Haas and Marin Valencia. There's a shove there from Marin Valencia right into the bench. It's a throw-in for Northwestern. The Wildcats will have it. Free kick for Alessino. Headed by Bodie. And nothing else doing. Inside 10 minutes to go in the first half. UCLA will make another change. Jackie Gilday is on for Mary Carmen Reyes. Gilday scored the lone goal for UCLA in the match on Friday against UCF. That was a header off a corner kick. Nice glancing one for Gilday. Scored her second career goal. Gilday had not scored a goal in her first 23 career games, and now she has scored twice in her last 4. Fontes turns upfield, able to flick it through the defense, and Rabin comes out ahead of Sophia Cook. Doucette, her first year as a starter. Forward for Haas. A lot of success up this left flank for Northwestern. Mitchell. Doucette has to quickly get rid of it, and a great turn there by Haas. Players flowing forward. Gilbertson trying to get on there, but could not wrangle free of McMahon. Bruins will have to defend a corner kick here as Northwestern will bring Paige Miller on. Great turn there from Haas. And McMahon just content to get the right foot in there and prevent Gilbertson from testing Lauren Brisky. Phillips is off, a short stint for her for the Wildcats. Here's corner number 3 for Northwestern. Back spinning along the 6, headed by Regazzoni, but wide left. 38th minute, 1-0 UCLA. Regazzoni, the freshman out of Zurich. All freshman team selection. And able to leap up above everybody there. She's got the height, 5'10". Perry has to race to this one along the touchline, and it's given away, but Miller runs out of real estate. UCLA fortunate that nothing materialized there for Northwestern. Sophia Cook has had a really nice freshman campaign, 6 goals, 3 assists. Allie Cook to Bridget Marin Valencia on the move. Crossing back onto her right foot. Trying to get it to Allie Cook, and it's deflected by Miller back to Rabin. Marin Valencia wanted to get onto that right foot, and in making that extra touch, lost possession. So it's back to 3 on the back line for Northwestern, with Doucette back over on the right side. Gilday's got some space in front of her. Real methodical work here by UCLA. Inching their way forward. McMahon towards the corner. To the end line, the left-footed cross, headed off the bar by Allie Cook, and Rabin falls on it. A really tough angle there. And a quality test from the Bruins. First McMahon and then Cook. Cook right at that top left corner where the post meets the crossbar. Meanwhile, here's Del Carmen. Plays it to an empty area. The run was not made by Gilbertson. Del Carmen saying that caught a foot of a Bruin on its way off the end line, but Frank Anderson disagrees. Inside 5 minutes to play in the first half. Raylan Turner's goal in the 6th minute. The difference so far, number 10 on the season for the junior out of Aliso Viejo. Good leg from Brisky off of Desiano and Marin Valencia. Rabin out in front of her own penalty area. Returns it to Austin. Long pass, a touch for Del Carmen, finds Miller. Patience here from Northwestern. Wildcats have generated 3 shots, 2 of them on target. Created some traffic and had a couple of scoring chances in the middle part of this half. Miller and Desiano nearly in a full-on collision. Desiano wound up on the pitch, and now she's up and on the ball. Perry having to evade Mitchell. And Brisky quickly gives it up for Rio. Mitchell still giving chase, but Rio gets the pass away. Cook in a foot race with Austin, and the center back will get there first. Able to make the turn and shield Cook, who committed a foul anyway. UCLA quickly pushing forward over the head of Fontes and skied up there by Haas. Back it comes to Mitchell. Gilbertson marked by McMahon and quickly gives it up. Down the sideline, Del Carmen out of her reach. Perry. $1:20 to go in the first half. Northwestern will make a change here with a minute to go in the first half, and Haley Newman coming on, her 12th appearance of the season, and she will spell Gilbertson, give her a head start to halftime. Bodie couldn't hold it. Sophia Cook over the top, and Austin shields Allie Cook away. Cook a bit slow to get up as Rabin rolls it out in front. 20 seconds here for Northwestern. Over the top looking for Miller and beyond her. A lot of balls over the top, and neither team is connecting on them very well. Final 10-second countdown is on, and Brisky's going to kick this one away and effectively end the first half. UCLA gets on the board early, generate a couple scoring chances after that, and one goal allowed. Frank Anderson making sure the goalkeepers are good to go. And Lexi Wright immediately giving chase off the jump here. And the Bruins earn their first corner kick of the match, not 10 seconds into this second half. It is Sunshine Fontes into the corner. Fontes leading the team in points this season, 27 of them on 10 goals and 7 assists. Setting up for this in-swinging corner. And she slots it low. Lexi Wright got her feet on it. Didn't get it going backwards. And it's cleared away by Doucette back into the neutral third. Quincy McMahon will make a run, getting by 2, finding Allie Cook. White jersey surrounding her, stays patient. Fontes staying with it, takes the shot and misses just wide to the left. And that caught a piece of a Wildcat on its way through. So it is a corner. Another one here for UCLA. Very similar to what we saw on Friday night for UCLA coming out of halftime. So here's the corner. Again, they try to go to Lexi Wright. Out it comes for Lemos. Staying on the ball, but being forced back. Desiano pushes it forward. Cook back for Perry. Wright carries it into the corner. Draws Miller, stays on it. Bridget Marin Valencia starting the second half. Lexi Wright couldn't quite make a clean touch there. McMahon trying from distance and much too underneath it. Let's reset the players on the field here for Northwestern as Mia Rabin gets it out for Doucette. They're staying with 3 on the back line. Doucette, Austin, and Haas. Paige Miller is starting the second half. Out on the right side of the formation, Alessino, Del Carmen. Regazzoni out there, and so is Bodie, Gilbertson, and Falls. Still no sign of Rowan Lappy, and she left the first half with injury. So that is one of Northwestern's captains potentially unavailable in this match. Wildcats trying to make up a goal deficit to reach the Elite Eight for the first time ever. This one catching Fontes in stride, but she just barely overran it. Through ball for Marin Valencia, and Raymond gets to it first. No hesitation from Raymond. She has had to make some crucial decisions in this one, and she's done a very good job so far. And one goal that got by her, unfortunate. She made the initial save and then was not in position to handle a rebound when Turner just got her foot in from behind the defender. Turned over. Cook. Right. Nowhere to go. But Cook on the follow-up. Sails it. McMahon will relay it back to Brisky. Brisky in the top 5 in career numbers in several categories at UCLA. She is 4th in saves, 5th in shutouts, and 4th in wins. .55 wins now for Brisky. 27 shutouts and over 200 saves. Desiano trying to get in there against Gilbertson. Northwestern has the throw in here in the final third. Wildcats got a goal around this time in the second half on Friday from Alessino. Del Carmen spinning. Miller for the cross. Brisky knocked it away. She had Bodie right in front of her. On a second effort, the Bruins clear it off. Quickly relayed into Alessino. Fontes evading Regazzoni. Lexi Wright is off. Flag is up from the far side. Just a step behind the defense. Lexi Wright, one of the fastest players on the field, but could not get free. Ford Real. How to come back. Brisky off her line. And Del Carmen nearly had a chance. Northwestern buzzing here after they were able to sustain a couple corners for UCLA. But the Bruins on their heels a couple times here on the early going of the second half. Regazzoni takes it away. Slipping a pass around Gilday. And Desiano will be able to get back to it. So UCLA has Gilday and Marin Valencia starting the second half here. A couple of substitutions from the first half. Alessino trying to go out wide to Miller, and McMahon simply cuts her off. Miller couldn't keep it in play. And back it goes to the Bruins. UCLA with a commanding win in the first round against Northern Arizona, 4-1. UCF took them to PKs on Friday night in the second round. That's a UCF team that probably one of the best unseeded teams in the entire bracket. Lemos got a foot in there, but Austin is backing everything up. Northwestern, no problem in the first round with Southern Illinois University Edwardsville.
Let's go.
Had a 2-0 advantage against Vanderbilt on Friday. The Commodores got a penalty kick to get within a goal in the last 10 minutes. And Northwestern hanging on there. And now defending is Lexi Wright. Too strong on the dribble. Doucette and now Austin reclaim possession. McMahon whistled for the foul against El Carmen. So here's Lily Reel. Gilday. Nifty footwork. Marin Valencia right at Rabin. Kind of knocked it off her mitts just barely before fully collecting it in her grasp. Bridget Marin Valencia, freshman out of San Francisco, getting a little bit of space. And putting that one head high on Rabin. 2 goals, 2 assists on the year for a member of the Mexican U20 national team. Allie Cook going 1-on-4. Stays on the ball. Austin lowered the shoulder a little bit. Now it's Marin Valencia once more. On that right foot, but holding. Didn't really have anywhere to go, but it pinballs its way out for Desiano. Lemos to Gilday. Fires it in front. And Cook commits a foul, sliding in on Austin, trying to get her foot on it. And Cook looks like she's going to get a card. Allie Cook hit with her second yellow card here in the 56th minute. And Cook really didn't have a great chance to get a piece of that ball there. And Austin with her back to Cook getting wiped out. Here's Miller. Sending it right at Brisky. Northwestern looks like they want to press a little bit. Gilbertson is coming around from the backside. Bruins get it forward to Cook. Can't find Wright in space. And then it's overrun. Alessino and Regazzoni not on the same page. And it's out of the reach of Wright. Not much up the left flank so far here in the second half as they get it out to Gilbertson. And the first-year player in Regazzoni deferring to Alessino. That classic box-to-box midfielder for the Northwestern Star as Doucette puts it forward and down to a knee. Brisky takes the service ball out of the air. Had to look through a couple teammates, did Brisky, to track that one down. Very high drop kick off of Haas. Gilbertson working against Desiano and rolls it back. Fontes trying to come in and win it back for the Bruins. Northwestern does well to keep away from her. Wildcats have only been shut out 3 times this season. 2 of them were early on in the year. And then they were shut out a few games ago in the Big Ten tournament against Penn State. 2-0 in that one. Changes for UCLA. Sophia Cook, Mary Carmen Reyes are both on. Wright and Fontes head off. Real just putting it over the top. Haas back there first. And does elect to give it back to Rabin. Just gets it away. And then she gets taken out by Marin Valencia, who looks to be given a card here. Frank Anderson already has it out and will issue it. And Rabin slow to get up. Marin Valencia was concerned, making sure she's okay. Freshman is booked for the first time this season here in the 60th. And Marin Valencia wasn't really in a full sprint there initially and then came in, and just a real late tackle there. Marin Valencia on it here. UCLA hasn't had many matches this year where only a single goal was scored. 5 of them previously, and they won 4 of them. The lone loss to Stanford, one of 2 teams to beat UCLA this season, the other being USC. The Trojans going down in the opening round of this tournament, though, against UC Irvine. And then Stanford was eliminated on penalty kicks against BYU in the second round. Sophia Cook sort of dribbling into traffic there, but wins it back from Miller. And now the freshman in a full stride. Wants it back from Marin Valencia, but that passing lane closed up. Reyes steps around Bodie. Picks up the pass from Cook, slides it over for the other Cook, and it's into the mitts. And kept out by Mia Rabin. Knocked it right in front of her and held on. Save number 4 for Mia Rabin. Good build up from UCLA. Culminates with Allie Cook slotting it low. Bodie gets it out wide for Paige Miller. 1 assist on the year for Miller. All-state high school player out of Wheaton, Illinois. And this one is set off. Changes for both teams. Raylan Turner coming on for Allie Cook for the Bruins and for Northwestern. Change on the wing. Coming on is Bridget Mitchell for Paige Miller. Mitchell will go up front, and Doucette will come on to the right side now. Bridget Mitchell, great story the other night, having the eventual game-winning goal against Vanderbilt. Junior out of Lake Forest, Illinois, which is only about 20 miles north of Evanston, has just battled injury throughout her college career. Today, only her 6th career appearance, and the other night on Friday, scoring her first career goal. As UCLA's ball over the top will easily get to Rabin. But talking pregame with Michael Moynihan, he said after Mitchell scored that goal that there were several players on the bench who were moved to tears to see all that Mitchell had been through to get rewarded with a moment like that. And if you watch that match, you saw the massive smile that was just plastered over Mitchell's face when she got that one to go. And it was a really quality shot, too. An elevated blast. And Northwestern needed that one because Vanderbilt got that late penalty kick. Can Northwestern find something magical again here? We're into the 64th. Wildcats have threatened throughout, not many quality chances, but they have battled here against one of the #1 seeds in this tournament in UCLA. But we're into the final third of regulation time now. Sophia Cook coming in off the touchline. And now Quincy McMahon moving in. McMahon onto her right foot, scores! Insurance for UCLA as Quincy McMahon buries it. Sophia Cook with a terrific pass. Turner stuck her foot out, but it got by her, and McMahon evading Rabin, able to get back to the ball. Doucette was right on her, has to hop over Rabin's leg, and then with Austin stretching out defensively, just gets the shot away. And the sophomore out of Carmel, Indiana, has her 2nd of the season, 3rd of her career. And UCLA expands their lead with less than 30 minutes to play. McMahon becoming a full-time starter this year after she started a fair amount as a freshman. Named to the All-Pac-12 first team prior to the start of this tournament. Scored her first goal of the season on the penultimate regular season game back at the end of October. And making that overlapping run down the left sideline. Gets behind the defense, and a lot of credit as well to Sophia Cook on that pass, her 4th assist of the season. Now Northwestern needs to find some offense. Here's a cross, Perry with a header. Northwestern wanting a foul called as Regazzoni came forward trying to get a head on it. And Brisky will pick it up in front of Mitchell. Quincy McMahon in the 65th. Shots are now 11-3 in favor of UCLA. They have a 6-0 edge in the second half. Northwestern's had a lot of service balls, a lot of crosses here in these first 20 minutes since halftime, but not actually getting a shot away. And this one looped by Turner towards Marin Valencia. And Haas lets it roll off. Oh, potentially parallels to 2017 here tonight as McMahon rifles it to Turner, who makes the wide turn. Dribbles around Austin. Doucette closing in. Austin able to catch up. Gets it back to McMahon. Gets it around Bodie. Took a bad step. Bodie walking awkwardly again. And McMahon taken off the ball by Austin. Bodie still a little hobbled as she's fouled by Sophia Cook. And time will be stopped here as Bodie is shaken up. Looks like she's holding her torso a little bit, just doubled over, in a bit of pain here. The trainer will now be called. Chandler Moore coming on as Bodie is appearing in a lot of pain. And she is holding her left wrist, it looks like. She's got her left wrist in her right hand. You can see continues to kind of double over to deal with the pain. And she's going to come to the sideline. And that coming after she took an awkward step, and so she already had a bit of a limp going on, and now getting a separate injury there, apparently somewhere around her left wrist or forearm. So she checks out. Kelsey Kwan will come on. Sophomore out of Redmond, Washington, making her 7th appearance of the year. UCLA bringing Lexi Wright back into the match. She replaces Marin Valencia. Wright nearly won the ball, but falls. Could not keep it entirely. Gilday trying to get some separation, finds Perry. So I said Shanes of 2017 here tonight because, well, back in 2017, albeit it was a round earlier in the second round, but UCLA, Northwestern playing here in Los Angeles. Bruins won that one in 2017, moved to the third round where they took on Virginia. Now, if UCLA were to hang on here in the final 22 and a half minutes, they would move on to the fourth round, the quarterfinal round, and take on Virginia. Oh, very similar to how it shook out in 2017, just a round later. An improved Northwestern side in the last 5 years, earning a number 4 seed for the first time. So Virginia would come here to face UCLA in a 1 versus 3 seeded matchup for a spot in the College Cup. And that one would be held next weekend, Saturday evening. Northwestern hoping they can generate some magic here in the final 21 plus minutes and be the ones to take on Virginia. Cook had that one spring away from her. Northwestern has only won a single match this season when they've allowed their opponent to score twice. And that was against Nebraska back in late September. They have not overcome a 2-goal deficit this season. Reyes twirling around to clear this one. Cook got a foot in there, sets up for Reyes, trying to lead Turner. Lexi Wright coming into the mix as well. Wright, the volley, and Ravens got it. Not a lot of separation there for the Bruins, as Alessino, Doucette, Austin were all right there. Real slides it low, elects not to clear it, and Gilbertson was looking for Quan there in the middle, just behind her. Turner sets it up for Wright. She will collect. Her cross blocked. Haas staying right with her, and then it's cleared off by Gilbertson. Corner kick for UCLA now. This will be their third. Once again, it is Fontes to take it.
Corner kick for UCLA.
UCLA has 6 players in the 18 and one more just outside it in Reyes. As Fontes sets up for an in-swinger. We've seen her go left foot and right foot on the corners. And this one is low, footed away by Doucette. So UCLA will stay on possession inside 18 minutes to play now. And the quarterfinal round beginning to come into view. All the other #1 seeds have reached the quarterfinal round. Florida State matches up with Arkansas. They'll have Alabama against Duke. Notre Dame against North Carolina. And now we're waiting to see who will take on Virginia. Alessino hasn't had too many opportunities here tonight, and she's had to really help out the defense as well. Mitchell knocked off the ball by Real. Turner sets it up for Reyes. Lexi Wright on the wing. Desiano trying to get in there, but Mitchell sets it up for Quan. Out wide now for Lily Gilbertson. She's played in nearly every game in her Northwestern career. 68th appearance, 47th start tonight for Gilbertson. Del Carmen turns and fires. It would not get through. Now Quan takes the shot. Perry's got another block. Falls, is cut off. Perry sells out, but won't get there in time. But a couple blocks for the UCLA center back. Perry has taken over that starting role in the middle of the Bruin back line this season. Joining Lily Reel, who had one of those 2 starting spots as a freshman last season. UCLA with talent and youth on the back line. Quincy McMahon defending Gilbertson here, also a sophomore. Her goal in the 65th, giving the Bruins a 2-0 advantage. We will have more changes here. Bodie is returning, and she's got a limp as she hustles back out there. Bodie does not want to be on the sideline for the end of this one. And for UCLA, Allie Cook returns along with Emma Ejezie. Ejezie, the sophomore, coming on. And rotating out for the Bruins. You had Reyes and Wright coming off. Northwestern wants to make another change. Paige Miller returns for Gilbertson. UCLA will keep the goal kick in front of them. Here's Ejezie, quick touch. She scored the first goal of her collegiate career in the first round game against Northern Arizona. Cook, a challenge there against Haas. Both end up on the pitch, but we keep going. Raylan Turner streaking down the right side. The cross got away, but behind Sophia Cook. Backed off for McMahon. Returns it to Cook in the corner. Feathers it inside. Austin deflected it up. Ejezie got a piece, but Alessino settles it down for Doucette. Bodie not operating at 100%. She's got that left wrist taped. Hobbling around, but determined to help her side. Austin tries to push it forward. Alessino had to get away from her, has to give it up for Doucette. Gives it right to Fontes. UCLA trying to put together what would be a 13th shutout this year. Here's Regazzoni. Out of the reach of Del Carmen. Put high into the air. And Real stepping in front. She has felt comfortable tonight, being aggressive, taking those chances. Doucette, a long run, and McMahon gets her off the ball. UCLA will have the throw again. UCLA will make changes. Marin Valencia and Lemos coming on. Cook coming off. And for Lemos, coming off is Ejezie. Meanwhile, for Northwestern, Quan returns and replaces Mitchell. Regazzoni chasing the ball, could not quite get to it. It's in there on Fontes again. And Fontes able to come back and win possession for UCLA. Cook fires. About 9 minutes to go. Northwestern up against it now. Allie Cook's had a couple looks tonight. Unable to put that one on frame. Shots are now 12-6 in favor of UCLA. The Bruins got 27 shots off the other night against UCF. Knights had their fair share as well. They got off 16. You had 43 total shots in that one. And the score was just 1-1 after overtime was completed. Braylon Turner's goal all the way back in the 6th minute, standing as the game winner. Miller forced to cut back. This one given right to Turner, and not in any rush to force something, although that pass errant for Allie Cook. Regazzoni able to sling it forward for Miller, trying to get around to McMahon, will not get there. McMahon into a trot as she arrives at the midfield stripe. Lemos tried to feather it forward for Marin Valencia, offline with it. And now it's Nicole Doucette's ball. Del Carmen dispossessed by Gilday. Del Carmen slow to get up. And UCLA will just pass it back as Del Carmen is still down. Legs got stretched out a little bit, trying to maintain possession as Gilday ultimately won the ball away. And now fully back onto her feet. Trainer being held. And it looks like Del Carmen will be able to stay into the match. Had that ball settled and then it rolled away from her. And then as she tried to get back up, looked like she took a poor step there with the right foot. Here's Marin Valencia and could not get it past Kwan. If she could have, she would have had a shooting lane. More changes here as Northwestern gets on Haley Newman for Bodie, and for UCLA, America Frias is on for Raylan Turner. Here's that try for Marin Valencia, serpentining around and couldn't quite carry it another touch, or else she was going to have a direct line to goal. Inside 5 minutes to go, UCLA grabbed the lead early, got some insurance in the 65th. And have had control of this one more or less throughout. It's been a spectacular season for Northwestern, one of the best in the history of their program. Matching the record for wins in a season with 16 of them. And matching the furthest they've ever gone to the NCAA tournament here in the Sweet 16 for the third time. Fontes will just dump it deep. Force Rabin to come all the way out. Give it away to Ali Lemos. UCLA with a few freshmen on the field right now. Lemos, Frias, and Marin Valencia. So they give it away to Northwestern. Now, these two teams will be acquainted again at some point in the next few years, with UCLA set to join the Big Ten in 2024. Not sure yet how the scheduling will go, with the Big Ten expanding to 16 teams. But probably will not have to wait 5 years again for the Wildcats and the Bruins to hook up. Bruins just trying to stay clinical and surgical with their passing. Frias playing for the first time in this NCAA tournament, her 8th appearance of the year. She was also part of the U20 team. Played with Marin Valencia. Alessino can't get the opportunity. Had McMahon crashing in. Final buck 30 to go. minute to go, and the victory in sight for UCLA. Touch here for Lauren Brisky, who hasn't been called upon much in this second half. Had to field some crosses and service balls, but otherwise just one save required for what looks to be a 13th shutout for UCLA this year. And the Bruin fans can sense it too. Foul against Northwestern. Bruins will put this into play and should pretty much do it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And UCLA is moving on. The Bruins have put themselves back into the Elite Eight for the first time in 3 years.